It's become obvious that committed Native missionaries represent the fastest and most effective way to get the gospel to the multiplied millions in the 1040 window, still waiting for a hope-filled word from God. In the eyes of those to whom they go, these are not strange men and women from some faraway land talking about a foreign God. Here are people they can understand and who understand them, whose sincerity is obvious and whose courage and love is incredibly attractive. So instead of a small opening in the 1040 window being slammed shut, just the opposite is happening. The window is being slowly and steadily raised as village after village is hearing about Jesus Christ for the first time. Conversions are no longer few and far between. Churches, thousands of churches are being formed. Training centers for pastors, evangelists, and church planters are springing up everywhere.
Standing in a primitive North Indian village like this, it reminds me of 500,000 villages scattered throughout this nation, then thousands more in the subcontinent. People still waiting to hear the name Jesus for the first time in their life. But I must tell you, hundreds of missionaries today, they in their own body literally bear the marks of persecution, the scars, and a few lay down their life, leaving their wives and children, their crime, preaching the gospel. But I tell you something, none of us ever imagined and dreamed that someday we will have this opportunity, this window wide open for us to see millions and millions hear the gospel and respond. Today, when I see thousands of our native missionaries that are paying the price, over 10,000 of them scattered throughout the subcontinent preaching and planting churches, over 6,000 young people going through the 3-year-long training to get ready to share the gospel, over 24 radio broadcasts daily heard by millions, and so many more things happening. The possibilities are unlimited, literally unlimited. But we must pray so that we can be part of this mighty harvest. But the question remains, how do you go about reaching people, literally millions? So how do you do it?
This is the enormous task the young and vibrant Asian church wrestles with daily. Familiar with persecution, they know there is no guarantee this window of opportunity will remain open indefinitely. Believing that Christian brothers and sisters in the West will be encouraged by the way these native missionaries have responded to this God-given challenge, Gospel for Asia extends to you the unique privilege of becoming senders and prayer partners with a native missionary, together fulfilling the Great Commission. By supporting a native missionary, you can deliberately walk away from your own preoccupations and get personally involved in the vast spiritual harvest fields of Asia, seeing the perishing multitudes through the compassionate eyes of Jesus.
As a pastor, this is a ministry you would definitely want to get involved in. I believe Jesus left us 3 main things to do. Number 1, love the Lord your God with all of our heart. Love your neighbor as yourself, and to go preach the gospel. If you're going to be a part of Gospel for Asia, those 3 things you would definitely accomplish. You will see people who are passionate about God, passionate about people, and passionate about getting the gospel out.
It allows us to make our Christianity real.
We say that we're investing in eternity when we send off our Gospel for Asia support checks.
What these missionaries can do is just so far beyond anything we can do. It's powerful to be part of that.
As we'll continue to step out in faith, He'll continue to meet our need. In fact, I'm signing me down for 5 more missionaries right now.
For $30, about what it costs to take your family out for just 1 meal, you can help support a native missionary for 1 month.
Without any doubt, I am absolutely convinced this is the window of time, unique opportunity the Lord has given to us to be partners with the Lord, to work together to see this, our generation, come to the Lord Jesus Christ, especially from the 1040 window region. you have seen the call, the commitment and the sacrifice of our brothers that are going about, seeing thousands come to Christ. And these Gospel of Asia missionaries see an average of 10.5 churches planted every day on the mission field. You know, it says in Romans chapter 10, how will they hear the gospel without a preacher? And how will they preach except they be sent? You see, for these nations, these people to come to know the Lord Jesus Christ, they need to hear the gospel. But someone must tell them. You see, you may never go to India, China, Bhutan, Burma, or Afghanistan, but I'm telling you, as you and I pray and partner with these native missionaries, link our lives with them, you and I are going to these nations through these missionaries with a deep commitment and passion, laying down their life, going out with a one-way ticket to places and seeing thousands come to know the Lord Jesus Christ. And by the way, 100% of the money you send, every penny, go to the mission field to support these missionaries and the work of the Lord. I believe it is God calling you to come and see the world, the harvest that He sees, that He is hurting for, and be a part of His work. And I promise you, you will never regret the privilege the Lord gave us to touch the lost world.
Is God calling you to help reach the unreached in Asia? You can make a difference for eternity by partnering with a native missionary. For more information, visit our website at gfa.org.